Hi creative friends, hey Rebecca here, and this particular video I just want to do a flip through of this sketchbook. I have been carrying it with me for the last 3 months and have filled it up, and I just want to show you just some of the pages in here. But I picked this up at the Dollar Tree and I just love the feel of it. It's kind of like a faux leather feel, and now that it's all filled up with fun art, the pages are crinkly, and especially where I used wet media, and I just love that. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick flip through and just a kind of a chat. I don't usually make notes in my sketchbooks, but a lot of times I'll put a note of where I picked up the sketchbook and what day, and then any new art materials that I've picked up, I'll usually kind of document what those are and where I got them and when I got them. So here we were up in Nashville, and I picked up a few Creta color pencils, and they're very cool. I will show you these later. And so I had to test them out. So I don't usually write notes in my journals, but as I test out different materials and I'm in different places, it serves as a good diary. And this was a screensaver. No comments on the lighthouse. That didn't quite come out the way I wanted. It does make me giggle. But I've been, trying to look at screensavers and again, just my normal doodles. Nothing spectacular. You don't have to fill your sketchbooks with excellent art. Your art will get better. You'll learn things. You'll get to test things. But it's all about the process. I have gotten to a point where I just love to reach for different materials and just sketch, just doodle, just whatever you want. Just go with the flow. Sketchbooks are for you. You don't have to show it to anybody if you don't want to. But it just it's just a good feeling. It's good for our minds. It's good to a good stress relief for me. And then I love coming back and just feeling the pages. And, again, nothing elaborate, nothing super, unique. But I love color, as you can tell. I love looking at combinations of color that I wouldn't normally put together. And just grab random colors or markers just to see what happens. And, again, oftentimes I don't keep a diary. I don't like writing notes. But, like, for instance, I know exactly where I was when I got inspired by this one. And so this went on a road trip with us, this sketchbook. We've taken one road trip within the last couple months. And that just brings back good memories. And I can remember being in the car for a lot of these doodles as I was riding. Being in a hotel, that's always fun. Some of these pages I used markers, some I used pencils, some I used watercolor, and it's just a great place to have fun. Like, I love this one. It's so simple, but just pick 3 random colors and then exploring how we can overlay one color over the other. And this again is the tempera paint sticks, and they just layer so well. Here I was sitting at my desk and I just had a black marker and a highlighter. And, not my typical style, but just trying to experiment with just whatever was on hand. This one, I love the colors. Came together nicely. And these are usually just really quick, fast doodles. And then this one I really love. I took a marker on top of some tempera paint sticks, and then over here I just tried to clean off the marker because it had picked up some of the paint stick, and so I cleaned it up and I just had some doodles. Later I came back and made those doodles kind of look like abstract trees, and I just love it. This was another screensaver that I tried to portray, walking out onto the dock with a beautiful scene in front of you. Doesn't match the actual photo, obviously, but it's fun. Here we had some company. This was actually my sister. She sat down and drew with me in a separate sketchbook, but I can remember, exactly who was with me and, you know, what we were chatting about, and just had fun, just relaxing. Even if you're not somebody that typically draws, I would just encourage you to do it, because it is a great stress relief. Oftentimes I will jot down the artists that inspired me. I follow so many people out on Instagram, such wonderful talent, and we can learn from them. Again, this doesn't look anywhere near their art, but it's a great learning tool. Here I just picked up 3 colors and just random doodle. I love to just put stickers and labels in these sketchbooks. Absolutely love how these colors came out, worked together. So it's just a wonderful place to explore. Again, I have carried this with me, and so it brings back good memories. I'm trying to get braver about bringing it out into the open and just sitting down to sketch. You know, don't worry about what people think. Just enjoy. So, you know, have fun with your art. Explore. Use different media. And I would encourage you, no matter what your talents are, no matter what your skills are, they're obviously going to get better. But just find a creative outlet, because it is so helpful, and you know, keeps us off of our scrolling too much. But anyway, so just wanted to share that with you. This has been about 2 months of activity, and I'm trying to get better about doing, you know, some sort of doodles and creative things every day. So thanks so much for joining me on this journey, and I will encourage you to also pick up something creative, whether it's sketching or cooking or gardening. You know, we all have our favorites, so I'd love to know what your favorite creative outlets are. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.